Hi, welcome back. This is Michael Birnbaum. In this lesson, we're going to take a look at the development module with respect to histogram and the basic panel. Let's get started. I look at my pictures in the library module and I notice this Hindu temple, and I think we can do better with it. So let's see what we can do with this Hindu temple. So first we click on it, and then we go into the development module. And the first thing I want to do is look at the histogram. And what the histogram is showing us is that most of this picture is found in the blacks and the shadows, and very little of it is found in the whites and the highlights and exposure. So we can go into the basic panel and work on this picture. But before we do, let's look at some other things. If we click on this triangle up on top, it shows us our highlight clippings. And there are no highlight clippings right now. If we slide over the left triangle, we have a lot of the photo that's in the black area and showing shadow clipping. Everything blue is showing a shadow clipping. So let's go to the basic panel and see if we can correct any of this. We click on the basic panel, and the first thing we have is the white balance, and I'm not going to use any of that in this photo, but I'm going to go to the tone and add some exposure. Now, as I do this, I want you to watch up on the histogram what happens. And I'm trying to add exposure so that I just reach the white area, and you'll notice I have a better distribution of my pixels. Some of them are still pinned to the black area though. Contrast, I'm going to add a little contrast. Highlights, add a little highlight. Shadows, I'm going to try to bring some of these shadows out. So let's turn on our blue and see if our shadows do anything. Not really. Then I'm going to take our whites back just a little, and our blacks bring it to the far right. And you'll notice that in this photo, the blacks have little or no information. Now when I look at the photo, I look at the whites and I say to myself, well, I'd like a little bit more detail, so I'm going to bring the whites a little bit back. Okay, now I go to my presence and I will add a little bit of clarity looking at the temples and the flag. And then vibrance will bring back those colors that are not saturated fully and add more saturation to them. And you'll notice it blues the sky up. And finally, saturation. We can try to add saturation, but I think that the vibrance was just fine. The other thing I'd like to do is just crank the exposure up just a little bit. And that's the best we can do with this particular photo. Here's the before. I'm pushing the backslash key. And here's the after. Quite a big difference, and it makes this photo somewhat presentable. That's it. Take care. Bye.